Ever wondered if your indoor plants could look more stylish and less cluttered? We've all been there. Houseplants scattered everywhere. A leafy chaos that could use some order. But did you know that with just a few simple steps, you can transform your living space into a stylish green oasis? That's right. Today we're going to dive into a step-by-step guide to arrange your indoor plants for maximum style and functionality. Well, it's time to turn your indoor jungle into a green paradise. Start by assessing your space and the plants you have. First, take a good look at your space. Consider the light, humidity and temperature because these will greatly affect your plant's health. Also, think about the size of your space. Do you have room for a towering monstera? Or is a petite succulent more your speed? Now let's get to know your plants. Each plant species has its own set of needs. Some plants crave sunlight while others prefer the shadows. Some need a lot of water, others not so much. Familiarize yourself with these requirements. A happy plant is a healthy plant after all. Next, start devising a plan. Visualize where you want to place your plants. Do you see them near the window or perhaps on a bookshelf? Once you have a rough idea, start grouping your plants according to their needs. This makes it easier to care for them and creates a harmonious aesthetic. Now, consider the heights and colors of your plants. Play around with these elements for visual interest. Maybe you can create a tiered effect with your plants or perhaps arrange them by color for a stunning visual display. Finally, don't be afraid to experiment. Try different arrangements and see what works best for you. If something doesn't feel right, change it. This is your green space after all. Remember, the key is to create a balance between your space, the plant's needs, and your personal style. Now that you've got the steps, it's time for a quick recap. So, we started off by assessing the space and the plants you have. It's all about understanding the needs of your plants and the characteristics of your space. Next, we moved on to creating a plan. This is a crucial step where you visualize how you want your space to look and feel. Then we discussed grouping plants. Remember, you can group them based on their needs, size, or even color. It's your space, so get creative. We also talked about considering heights and colors. Play around with different levels and splashes of color to add depth and interest. We encouraged you to experiment with arrangements. There's no one-size-fits-all solution here. Your space, your rules. Lastly, we touched upon balancing space, plant needs and style. It's a delicate dance, but when done right, it can transform your space into a green oasis. With these steps, you are now ready to transform your indoor space into a stylish green paradise. So go ahead, play around with your plants and see the difference it makes.